Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. There is a particular kind of strength that doesn't get talked about very often. It isn't loud and it doesn't dominate. It doesn't announce itself when it enters the room. In fact, it often goes unnoticed. It's the strength it takes to not become what hurt you. Because when pain enters our lives, especially deep personal pain, it just doesn't wound us. It invites us. It invites us to harden, to close ranks around our hearts, to justify sharpness as self-protection. Pain has a way of whispering, "This is how the world works. Adapt or be crushed again." And if you're not careful, pain doesn't just pass through you, it starts to shape you. Most harm isn't passed forward because people are cruel by nature. It's passed forward because pain looks for somewhere to go. It looks for expression, for release, and for relief. And becoming what hurt you can feel in the moment like relief. If you've been ignored, becoming dismissive feels powerful. If you've been shamed, becoming critical feels like control. And if you've been wounded, becoming guarded feels like wisdom. But what feels like strength in the short term often becomes a prison in the long run. Because every time we let pain rewrite our character, something essential narrows. We may survive, but we survive smaller. Not weaker, but less alive. Choosing not to become what hurts you doesn't mean pretending the pain didn't matter. It doesn't mean bypassing anger or grief. And it doesn't mean turning the other cheek in a way that erases yourself. It means refusing to let pain have the final authorship over who you become. That refusal takes immense strength. Real strength often shows up quietly. It shows up when you pause instead of snapping back, when you speak honestly without becoming cruel, when you set boundaries without turning your heart into stone. It shows up when you say, even silently, "I will not let this turn me into someone I don't recognize." That choice is not made once. It's made again and again. Some days you'll make it easily, and other days you'll feel the pull to lash out, to shut down, to armor up completely. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. And choosing love while carrying pain is one of the hardest human tasks that there is. There's a myth that healing means no longer feeling the urge to protect yourself. But healing often means noticing the urge and choosing differently. Not because the urge is wrong, but because you see where it leads. You see that becoming harder doesn't actually make you safer. It just makes you lonelier. You see that passing the pain along doesn't reduce it, it multiplies it. And somewhere along the way, you decide that the pain stops here. Not dramatically, not perfectly, but intentionally. You decide that whatever hurts you ends with you. That decision doesn't erase the past, but it redeems the future. It turns suffering into wisdom instead of weaponry. And this is where something beautiful happens, guys. When you choose not to become what hurt you, you don't just preserve your humanity, you deepen it. You become someone who understands pain without being ruled by it. Someone who can recognize wounds in others without exploiting them. Someone who carries empathy not as a performance, but as lived knowledge. That kind of person changes rooms just by being present. They don't inflame situations. They don't escalate tension. They don't need to dominate to feel secure. Their strength is felt, not asserted. And yes, this path is harder. It requires self-awareness. Oh, we talk about that a lot. It requires restraint. It requires patience with yourself when old patterns knock loudly. But it also brings something rare: freedom. Freedom from letting the past dictate your tone. Freedom from mistaking defensiveness for power. Freedom from living as a reaction instead of a choice. Not becoming what hurts you. Well, not becoming what hurts you doesn't mean you stay soft at all costs. It means you stay true. True to your values, true to your capacity for love, true to the person you are becoming, not the person the pain tried to sculpt. And if you're in the middle of this work right now, if you're feeling the tension between who you were hurt into being and who you want to be, let this be your reassurance. The struggle itself is evidence of your strength. The fact that you're questioning the pattern means you're already interrupting it. The fact that you care how you show up means pain hasn't won. You are not weak for feeling the pull. You are strong for resisting it. And every time you choose not to become what hurt you, you are quietly changing the shape of the world, starting with yourself. That, guys, that is real power. That is real strength. And it is more than enough. I love you guys very, very, very much. And you know what I need you to do, right? Go out there and pass that on, okay? Later, Gators. Bye.